Hi everyone, welcome back to Romanov Law channel. Just a reminder, I have Jessica Toledo, legal assistant of Romanov Law, who is going to be asking a lot of questions to understand difficult topics. Today we're going to talk about Gisèle Pelicot, who was a victim of rape in France when her husband was giving her sleeping pills and different medications to make her fall asleep and not remember things. And then he was inviting over 83 men over a time frame between 2011 and 2020 to rape her while she was unconscious. And when she woke up in the morning from time to time, she once asked him if he gave her something, I believe, and said Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And then he denied it. And so the questions we started to think about is how to break it down under California law to sort of explain it. How would it be considered under Domestic Violence Prevention Act? Would it be considered domestic violence? We know it's criminal what he did, but would she be entitled to get a domestic violence restraining order against him? I mean, she might not need it because now he's in jail for the next 20 years. But for the sake of this academical topic description, we're going to go through it. So what he did is, first of all, abuse can be defined in many ways. And one of the way is disturbance of peace. For sure, that's what happened here. Physical abuse, for sure, because she never consented to a sexual intercourse with him. And then he used other people to rape her. So it's a many level abuse. So where it's very obvious that there is a physical abuse. Now, let's talk about, was there an emotional abuse when she asked questions like, did you give me anything to make me fall asleep? Or when he, for example, was Alzheimer, he was thinking.
Yeah. So she was gaslit. She was experiencing memory loss. She wasn't sure what was going on. She asked her husband, hey, I think I'm forgetting things. I don't know what's going on. I may have Alzheimer's. He encouraged her to go to a doctor, his doctor, to get tested. Everything came back negative. So she was still left confused, dumbfounded. She wasn't sure what was going on, why she felt the way she felt, why she was experiencing other health symptoms, and had no answers.
And gaslighting is, I don't know if you watch the movie Gaslighting, it's when someone makes you feel or believe something that he or she knows is absolutely not true. So in that movie, she was hearing some noises that he created. And when she confronted him, he's like, oh no, you're imagining it. So she was waking up having memory losses. In our case, Gisele was waking up and having memory losses when he was trying to convince her that it's potentially Alzheimer or some kind of brain problem, while he was raping her consistently when she was unconscious. So if you're going through divorce and you would like to have everything in one place in an engaging way, this is your book. As a divorcee and a child of divorce, a divorce family law specialist, divorce attorney in California, I created this book to help you understand the divorce process without getting lost or without getting a heart attack. You can buy it on Amazon in all formats, including audio format. There are terminology that came up in the recent years more expressively. For example, coercive control, covert abuse, and coercive control can be covert or overt. So the covert is hidden or less obvious, right? Like what we have in Gisele's case is covert abuse. Coercive control is more generic. It can be so that the abuser is making the victim, micromanage the victim to the point to control them. In covert abuse, he is manipulating and pushing the boundaries, like in our case, gaslighting, making her believe something that it's not true, withholding information, not telling her the truth, denying that he is the one giving her the sleeping pills and other pills, In fact, she contracted STD, and I'm sure he was telling her something that, well, we're exclusive. Why would you go and get a doctor's? And she could have discovered it if we don't know all the details from this trial, but I am assuming that he was doing everything in his power to make sure that she was under his control and pushing her boundaries and not including and disclosing information. So if you are in that type of situation, call hotline, domestic abuse hotline, call a lawyer. If you feel something is not right, you're most likely something is not right. Because I have a lot of cases where, and it's just not just women, where people don't notice that they're abused until they're going through divorce and through therapy, and then they figure out, oh, actually that was rape, or I didn't know. I thought in the marriage I have to give sex when he or she wants. No is an answer, period.
Yes,
it's a full sentence, and you shouldn't be doing so. It could be financial abuse if someone withdraws money without consent and spends it without talking. It could be also violation of fiduciary duty, but it could be also financial abuse. If someone is earning a lot of money, but giving you an allowance that barely is enough for food, or even if it's enough for food, but it's not proportionate to the income, and you don't have a prenup and you don't have everything, it could be also construed as financial abuse. So abuse has many levels of
it comes in many forms.
Exactly.
It comes in many forms.
You cannot know until you speak to someone who is hearing these stories and who understands how it works. So if you feel that way, please just stop this video and call a lawyer or a hotline. I hope this video was helpful. Click subscribe, like, and I'll see you in my next consultation. Bye. Bye.